Said it didn't mean a thing. I believed you like I always did. Let mercy lead my thinking. I swallowed every question, chose peace over the past. I called it love and loyalty, but I forgave you too fast. I wanted us to heal so bad. I skipped the part where I hurt. I put a bandage on a bullet wound and called it putting in work. I forgave you too fast. Didn't let the truth sink in. I traded my pain for your comfort. Let you in without fixing it. If healing takes honesty, then I never stood a chance. I stayed quiet to keep you close. I forgave you too fast. Forgave you too fast. If I'd waited just a little longer, asked for proof, not words, would you have fought for us harder or walked away undeterred? Some apologies are exits, dressed up as remorse. They don't heal the damage, they just shift the force. I don't regret my compassion, I regret betraying me. I gave you closure at the cost of my own peace. Yeah, I forgave you too fast, and it taught me what to change. The love shouldn't rush forgiveness when the hurt still feels the same. Next time I'll let my heart feel it all. I forgave you too fast. Now I'm learning to forgive myself for loving you like that. Some lessons come from holding on, others from knowing when to step back. Smiling on cue, so the hurt wouldn't have a name. You said I felt things too deeply, like love should never bruise. So I folded all my feelings small, just to fit inside you. I swallow words like medicine, hope they'd heal instead of burn. I kept choosing patience while waiting keep you in my hands. I read your moods like weather maps, adjusted how I'd speak. Funny how I learned your storms, but forgot about me. You said I didn't mean it, like intent erases scars, but the heart remembers everything we try to disregard. I learned to cry quiet for you in the dark behind the door. I told myself love shouldn't scream, so I learned to feel no more. If silence was the price of peace, I paid it every night. I learned to cry quiet so you could sleep just fine. If I could talk to that version of me, I'd say don't shrink to be loved. You don't have to disappear just to feel enough. Some people call it compromise, others call it care, but love shouldn't teach your heart how not to be there. I don't hate you, I just wish I'd spoken up in time. I mistook myself for erasure, for love that was kind. I learned to cry quiet, but I'm learning to speak now. Learning that my tears don't make me weak, that my voice is alive. I won't love in whispers anymore, I won't dim my light. I learned to cry quiet, so now I can love out loud in my life. The quiet kept me breathing, but it never helped me heal. Now I let the world hear my heart, and that finally feels real. You walked out like the room would forget you, like the air wouldn't change when you're gone. Said you needed space to find yourself. I stayed standing where we were still strong. Your keys went quiet on the table, your shadow slipped out the light. You left with a future in your pocket, I stayed with the night. I told myself you'd come back, the love just needed rest. But hope can be a lonely place when it's all you ever left. I stayed after you left, held the door open wide. I defended your name in empty rooms, slept on your side. You moved on like it was easy, like I wasn't a step. You left to save yourself. I stayed after you left. I watered all the things we planted, even after you were gone. Kept believing in the promises you'd already moved on from. I learned your absence by heart, every silence knew my name. You found peace in letting go, I found pain in staying the same. They said don't wait forever, said love shouldn't hurt like this, but no one tells your heart the truth when it's still full of what ifs. I stayed after you left, picked up pieces alone, turned your goodbye into a maybe, made this house a home. You found closure in someone else, I found depth in regret. You walked away from the wreckage, I stayed after you left. But love is knowing when to leave, then maybe I failed the test. I confused loyalty with loss and pain with my best. But I loved you the only way I knew, with everything I had. Even when staying was breaking me, I stayed because I cared. I don't hate you for choosing yourself, I hate that I forgot me. I kept your ghost beside my bed while mine faded quietly. I stayed after you left, but I'm learning how to go. I'm packing up the parts of me you didn't want to hold. One day this ache will soften up, one day I'll take a step. But tonight I'm still healing from the love I gave when I stayed after you left. You left to find your happiness, I stayed to find my truth. Turns out loving you taught me how to finally choose me too. We held on longer than we should have, like letting go would mean we failed. You said love could fix the damage, I said love would help us heal. We wore our hope like armor, pretending cracks were just design. But even all the love we had couldn't stop the slow decline. You stayed when leaving felt like death, you stayed but checked out inside. We called it fighting for forever, but we were just afraid of goodbye. 'Cause love wasn't enough this time. No matter how hard we tried, we gave it every ounce we had. Still watched it slowly die. If loving you was all it took, we'd still be side by side. But love wasn't enough this time. We learned to speak in careful words, so truth wouldn't break the peace. I carried more than my weight, you carried the need to leave. I begged the future to be kind, you begged for space to breathe. You said, maybe in a softer tone, like it would hurt me less, but almost cut deeper than those when the heart's already stressed. 'Cause love wasn't enough this time, we couldn't close the gap. We kept reaching across the distance, but never touched the past. The statement losing ourselves, then walking away was kind. Still love wasn't enough this time. truth to face. Sometimes love survives the ending, just not the place. I don't regret the way I loved, only the parts I lost. I learned that staying too long can cost more than it costs us. Yeah, love wasn't enough this time, but it doesn't mean it was a lie. It just means we reached the end, and before we were ready to say goodbye, I'll carry what we meant to be, not the reasons we declined. Love was real, it just wasn't enough this time. So here's the love, and honestly, even when it doesn't stay, some loves don't last forever, but they still change you anyway. The bed feels wider than it used to, like it learned how to miss you too. Your pillow keeps your shape somehow, like it's waiting just like I do. I said I'd move your things tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. I sleep on the edge of your memory, holding on to what's gone. I turn the light off the way you like, leave the door cracked just in case. Funny how habits outlive the love and still know their place. I'm still sleeping on your side, like you might need the room. I'm leaving space for a ghost of us in the middle of the room. I know you're gone, I know you're done. I tell myself each night, but my heart won't cross the empty line. I'm still sleeping on your side. I hear your voice in the quiet dark, saying move over like before. I reach for warmth that isn't there, then pull my hand back to the floor. You used to steal all the blankets, laugh when I complain. Now I'm freezing in the freedom of all the space you gave. They say time changes everything, that healing comes in waves, but nights don't care about progress, they remember how you stayed. I'm still sleeping on your side, facing where you'd be, talking to the ceiling softly, like it still answers me. I know I should move on, but now change the sheets, the light. But love doesn't leave all at once. I'm still sleeping on your side. If I shift just a little closer to the center of the bed, it feels like I'm admitting that we're really at the end. So I stay where I can almost pretend you're gone. It's easier to miss you quietly than to accept you moved on. I don't need you back forever, I don't need another try. I just need my heart to catch up with the truth in my mind. Survive. I'm still sleeping on your side, but I'm learning how to wake. Every night I hold on less. Every morning I let go a little more than yesterday. One day I'll cross the empty line, make the whole bed mine. But tonight, forgive my heart. I'm still sleeping on your side. The sheets will change, the room will heal. This ache won't always stay, but some loves leave a shape behind. It takes time to fade. You said I'm sorry like a habit, like it didn't cost a thing. Your eyes were somewhere far away, your heart was missing from the scene. I wanted truth, not just the words, not something easy to forget. But you gave me what sounded right, an apology you never meant. You said it just to end the fight, to quiet all the noise. I needed change, not sympathy. I needed you to choose. It was the apology you never meant, wrapped in a careful tone. You said the words to ease your guilt, then left me alone. If sorry doesn't change a thing, it's just another way to bend. I stopped believing in your words, the apology you never meant. I memorize the way you say it, soft but never deep, like if you whispered it just right, the wound would finally sleep. You promised me you would do better, said this time would be the last. But every sorry felt rehearsed, a ghost of our past. You wanted peace without the work, forgiveness without pain. But healing doesn't happen when the hurt stays the same. It was the apology you never meant, a bandage on a break. You said it so you could move on, I said it so I'd stay. If regret won't take responsibility, then it's just a defense. I finally let you go because of the apology you never meant. If you'd meant it just once, I would've fought a little more. I don't need perfect love, I need honesty at the core. Some words are worse than silence when they're empty inside. They teach your heart to doubt itself. They teach you how to hide. I forgave you every time, even when you didn't change. I confused your comfort with remorse and paid for it in pain. Yeah, the apology you never meant was the moment I woke up. I realized I was drinking hope from a broken cup. Sorry was all you had to give, then I deserve an end. So I walked away for good from the apology you never meant. something over time. The room still smells like yesterday, like you were just here a minute ago. Your coffee cup sits by the sink, like it's waiting for you to come home. I keep tripping over memories in places you don't live anymore. Funny how absence takes up space I never noticed before. I thought I learned how to breathe again once the pain settled down, but every breath just reminds me of the quiet you left around. The space you left behind is louder than your voice ever was. It echoes in the corners of my chest when your name still lives, because I try to move on, try to be fine, but I'm losing the fight. I don't miss you answers in the space you left behind. Your jacket's hanging by the door. I swear it still knows your shape. I haven't had the heart to move it, like that might seal our fate. They say time heals the broken parts, that wounds eventually fade, but time just teaches me new ways to feel what you took away. I keep rewriting all our endings, trying to change the truth, but no version of this story ends with me not missing you. The space you left behind follows me everywhere, in empty seats and unanswered texts, in pretending I don't care. I smile in public, fall apart at night when there's nowhere to hide. I don't miss you, I miss who I was before the space you left behind. If love was a house, you moved out slow, left boxes in my mind. I keep opening the wrong ones, hoping your heart's inside. Some goodbyes don't close the door, they just leave it wide. And every draft reminds me you're no longer mine. I'm not asking you to come back, I know that part is done. I'm just learning how to live again without the person I was becoming. The space you left behind is teaching me how to stand alone, how to sit with silence honestly instead of calling it home. One day the sake will shrink in size, one day I'll be alright, but tonight I'm still learning how to stay mine. The space you left behind. Maybe love never really leaves, it just changes where it stays. You walked out of my life, but your absence still knows mine. No scream, no final fight, just quiet nights and longer pauses. Two hearts losing the light. You stopped asking how my day was. I stopped telling you the truth. We were standing inches from each other, but nothing felt like us anymore. You knew. I thought love meant surviving every silent dance. I didn't know neglect could hurt more than a mess. We broke in slow motion, frame by frame, day by day. Every I'm fine, chipped away at what we wouldn't say. No sudden end, no goodbye, no, just pieces letting go. We didn't fall apart at once. We broke in slow motion. We laugh for pictures, not for real. Smile through the cracks, kept our problems off the table, so we didn't have to look back. You said we were just tired, that love goes through a phase, but love doesn't stop reaching out. It doesn't slowly walk away. I stayed hoping you'd notice how much I was slipping through. You stayed hoping I'd stop needing more from you. We broke in slow motion, like a record losing sound, still spinning all our memories while silence pulled us down. No villain here, no final blow, just distance growing slow. We didn't crash, we didn't burn. We broke in slow motion. If I could pause us at the moment right before we turn away, I tell you love needs courage, not comfort every day. But hindsight doesn't save us, it just explains the fall. Some endings don't feel like endings until you feel nothing at all. I don't blame you, I don't blame me. I blame the fear we fed. We let later replace now, until there was nothing left. We broke in slow motion, but the pain hit all at once. When I realized the person I loved was already gone. No last words to hold on to, no moment to let go. Just a quiet realization. We broke in slow motion. Now I watch old versions of us, like a movie I can't stop, wondering how something so alive could fade without a drop. We used to laugh without trying. Now every smile feels rehearsed. We talk but don't say anything, like we're scared of making it worse. Your hand still reaches out for mine, but it doesn't feel the same. Somewhere between our love you. And I'm tired we change. I keep tracing back the moments, looking for the turn. Was it something we did, or something we didn't? Where did we go wrong? When did love turn into fear? We were standing right together, but it felt like you weren't here. I replay every night too long, trying to make it strong. Tell me, where did we go wrong? We stopped fighting for the future, I started fighting just to stay. We chose comfort over honesty, let the truth slip away. I learned how to read your silence, you learned how to hide your pain. We didn't fall apart at once, we faded day by day. I thought love meant staying quiet, keeping everything intact. But silence doesn't save a heart, it just hides a crack. Where did we go wrong? When did trying feel too hard? We promised we would never quit, now we don't know where to start. I replay every night too long, trying to make it strong. Tell me, where did we go wrong? If I could stop the clock somewhere, right before the hurt began, I'd remind us who we were before we learned how not to stand. But time doesn't take requests, and love don't rewind. You can't say what's already breaking if both hearts are blind. I don't blame you, don't blame me, I blame the space we let grow. We kept hoping love would fix it while we let each other go. Where did we go wrong? Oh, were we always here? Two people holding on too tight, too scared to face the fear. If loving you is letting go, then maybe that's not wrong. But tonight I still let softly. Where did we go wrong? Maybe some loves aren't meant to last, just meant to show us truth. If that's the case, I'll carry this and remember us as proof. You kissed my forehead like you always did, said see you later like it was true. I was planning out our weekend, you were planning how to leave the room. Your smile didn't shake or stutter, your voice didn't change its tone. Funny how a heart can shatter while everything else looks normal. I thought we were just tired, thought love was still safe. I didn't see the ending coming, you never showed the breaks. Your goodbye had no warning, no cracks, no signs to read. One minute you were holding me, the next you were leaving me. I didn't get time to prepare my heart, didn't get a chance to choose. You walked away like it was nothing, Your goodbye had no warning, and I lost you. I replay the last I love you, trying to heal what you meant. Was it habit, was it comfort, or a lie you never meant? You packed your reasons quietly, left mine scattered on the floor. I was still fighting for tomorrow. You were already sure. They say endings make sense later, that clarity comes with time. But right now all I see is the moment you change your mind. Your goodbye had no warning, no storm before the rain. You left me standing in the cold, wondering who to blame. I trusted you with every part, believed in what we knew. You didn't fade, you didn't fall. Your goodbye had no warning, it just broke me in two. If I'd known that was the last time you look at me that way, I would've memorized the moment, found something more to say. But you don't get to freeze the past when the ending comes that fast. Some goodbyes don't say a word, they just don't look back. I don't hate you for leaving, I hate how you left. You didn't give my heart a chance to catch its breath. Yeah, your goodbye had no warning, no chance to brace the fall. I was still building us a future. You were tearing down the walls. If loving you was my mistake, I'll still stand by the truth. I loved you honest, I loved you deep, even when your goodbye had no warning too. Now every quiet goodbye scares me. Every door feels like a test. You didn't just leave that night, you changed the way my heart expects.